Hey guys, okay, so really excited because in this video, this is a really crucial, important, super powerful way that you can increase your revenue, increase your income, your cash flow on a consistent basis, okay? And I know every week we focus on getting your thoughts right, we focus on getting your energies right, we focus on clearing out all those resistances, but we also focus on what are the actionable items you need to take in order for you to be successful. And so part of it is, obviously we want amazing relationships. We want health and vitality, but we also want to make sure that we incrementally increase our income, whether that's through cash flow properties or whatever it is, on a consistent basis. And so I wanted to share with you this very simple form that I use to monitor and increase productivity. So when I was a financial advisor, I was a financial advisor for Merrill Lynch. I left Merrill Lynch and I went to work for a bank. And at Merrill Lynch, they taught us this system, and let me show it. And it was called the Top Producer Broil System. And what it did was there's a whole bunch of different systems on it, but I narrowed it down to one specific page that was really effective for me. And all I did was, and I'll go through this, is all I did was I had this one piece of paper that I had, and it was actual piece of paper. And I had this that I worked on every month. This was all I had on my desk, okay? Other than the paperwork that came in and then I put it away. But I had this one thing that I focused on every week, every day, that helped me to bring in $1 million a month in production. Okay. And I'll walk through the process with you because I think it's really important that when you are going towards financial freedom, when you are going towards increasing your income, when you're going towards, creating that cash flow and that income in your life, that financial freedom in your life, so you can have more time, more freedom in your life, that being productive and using your time effectively so that you can expand your time, so you can have more time with your family, more time with your friends, more time with yourself, more time for your health, so that in the time that you're focusing on finances, it's very strategic and it's very narrowed down and it's very powerful, right? Where your focus goes, your energy flows to create what you want. And so let's go ahead and go over this particular productivity sheet that I use that is really helpful. Okay. Now, when I was doing wholesaling, we wanted to hit $100,000 a month when we were starting out doing wholesaling. And this was also very effective in doing that as well. So this is kind of fun. It's very simple, okay? But don't underestimate the power of the simplicity, right? And so what I recommend is printing off this paper and using it, okay? Clearing off your desk, clearing off everything else when you're focused on productivity time and increasing your income in regards to deals, okay? So when I was doing wholesaling, I focused on $100,000 a month. And this is exactly what I did. And every month it just happened because your focus, where your focus goes, energy flows and things align for you, okay? So first off, what I do here is I always have my annual goal up there. Okay. So let's just say if you're doing $100,000 a month and you're like, I want to make 1.2 million this year, doing $100,000 a month, you always want to do the by December 31st, 2021. Oops. And what I also recommend, I'm typing this out because if I tried to draw in this for you, it would be a mess, okay? But I always recommend old school paper and pen because there is something powerful about the process of writing it out. And it has been proven in some studies, but I don't know what they are right now. But please don't type it out. Please print this out and write on it with a pen, okay? Very, very effective, very powerful. There's something, and you can have a binder with this every month. That's what I did. I had 12 sheets and I had a binder and that was it. And I pulled out my one sheet for the month and focused on productivity for that month. Okay. Okay. So I am typing, but like I said, I don't want to do this big scribble mess. Okay. So I want 1.2 million by December 31st with fun and ease. Let's see, and flow, fun and ease, and amazing deals and amazing people. Okay, by December 31st, 2021. Okay, so what happens with that is every month when you're focusing on this, your subconscious is also focusing on that number. So then your subconscious is like, oh, she wants to make, or he wants to make $1.2 million by the end of the year. And so your intuition will start talking to you on how to accomplish that. Okay, so let's just say for the month of June, I would, like I said, I prefer if you wrote this out with pen, but I will type it so it's not so messy. Let's see here, June, the month of June, 2021. Okay, and my goal is, let's just say your goal is la, 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 la. And obviously your goal is your goal. It could be revenue, monthly income. It could be big chunks of wholesale deals, whatever it is. Let's just say it's $100,000, okay? Over here to the right, what you want to do is your top 10 to 20 deals, okay? And this was really crucial when we were doing it in, well, for anything, but honestly, like it was super, super helpful, even though it's simple when we were doing our wholesale deals, okay? So let's just say, Illini, we're selling that and we're going to make 20K, and then we have, like I said, I'd like you to print this out, but for simplicity and being able to read my chicken scratch, what do we have lately? We have 81st. That was a big deal, but we'll just put down 40. And then we have la la la. So you kind of get the gist of this, right? So this is like your pipeline, right? And I know you can have different software and la 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 la, but the reason why we do it like this, pen to paper, with nothing else, is because when you're on your computer and you're looking at software, there's all sorts of stuff going on, right? There's Facebook and other colors, and they always try to make it look so pretty, and there's other columns and everything else. But when you have this piece of paper with nothing else, this is all you can focus on, then this is where the magic is, okay? I'm just sharing with you what's worked with me very effectively, okay? And then let's just say, so then you go ahead and you do all your leads to equal up. Let's say we're at 60,000 right now. And then if the leads that you have equal up to 100, great. So then you continue on. Let's see, the Tempe deal is 30, la da 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 da, and you continue on, okay? When they are, let's just say you have a deal, but it's for next month, you know for sure. I would put it up here, and then when you're done, then you can move it up to next month potential. Or if you know for sure it's definitely not going to happen, then put it down here in the next month potential, okay? But if you can, you know, try and keep them up here, because you never know. You never know when you put this energy up here, that what can happen. Okay. I always like to have this here too. And I also, for some reason, I'm kind of weird. I also like to have it up here for the month of June. I just like my subconscious to be fully engaged with what I'm doing. And so I like to put it like a couple places. Okay. So then it's just like up there. Okay, so when your deals close, this is the actual, then what you do is obviously just move it over here. And I know this sounds simple, but this is very effective, okay? So then you can keep track of what's going on in your business, how many leads you need to bring in, and what's going on. Now, the interesting thing is when you do this, I'll tell you what, I was the last month, I was at the bank, and then you obviously tally up your total. Now, if you're just beginning in wholesaling, if you're just beginning in apartments or whatever, obviously your goal may take a month or two to get going, but I would prefer if you guys focused on something that you could tangibly get and that makes sense. Okay. So that maybe you don't start at 100, maybe you start at 20. Okay. If you're doing recurring revenue, maybe you just start at 20 or something like that. But make sure it's like, it's high enough that it's a stretch, but low enough that like it's that happy medium. So it's attainable. Okay. If that makes sense. And then you just add it up at the end of the month to equal out what you actually did occur. Now, this is crazy, but when I did this at the bank, I think it took the third month. Yeah, the second month I hit 500,000, and then the third month I hit $1 million. And then thereafter I hit $1 million every month. For some reason, all I did was focus on this, and I continually looked for people and built my top 10 and I was actively looking at this every day. I was actively putting energy into this every day so that I was making sure I'm like, okay, what can I do today to make this close, to make this contract close, or what do I need to take care of? Or I'm like, who else can I add to this list? What other contract can I add to this list to obviously reach your goal? And the crazy thing is, I remember sitting there in the bank and it was like December, right? It was December. And I'm like, how am I going to make $1 million? And I was at $400,000, right? And I was like, how am I going to bring in $1 million in production like this month? Because I'm only at 400 and I think I only had like a week left. And sure enough, I was looking through my old database and I was looking through different scenarios, and I found a person, called her up. I said, hey, I noticed you had some money to invest. Would you be interested in sitting down and meeting with me? And sure enough, we sat down and we created a strategy for her. And we ended up investing $600,000 for her the last week of December. And I was just, I don't know. I was amazed. Like, I know this works, but sometimes you're like, how in the world is this going to work? And sure enough, it worked. When you focus on it, when your focus goes, energy flows and things happen. Okay. As long as you have a clear strategy, you have your clear thoughts, you have your clear energy, and you have a clear plan on what you need to do. And so please use this. Please take advantage of this information. Like I said, it worked at the bank and it worked in our wholesale business, and it works continually every month when you have that straight focus and get rid of all the other distractions and hone in on your finances. It's amazing, amazing, amazing what you can create. So, mwah. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So enjoy that Financial Friday. Whoopee! I sending you much love, much abundance, and much happiness for you and your family and friends for the weekend. Awesome. See you soon. Thanks. Bye.